Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Adjust camera, can't really adjust camera when. Right, hello, welcome. So, going to be streaming Hearthstone tonight. Tonight is Tuesday. Couple of minutes afterwards. I'm still trying to spend a lot of time trying to work out the kinks of how to switch from games to games. This is the only problem I have right now, is that I'm trying to switch from game to game, and it means I have to keep switching OBS settings every single time. Like, I'm trying to do the Hearthstone deck tracker, but I do really want to try and actually have it consistently up every single time I load the game, but for some reason it didn't come up again, so I didn't know what to do with it, so I just left it. So I'm just checking messages, trying to check up on Father's Day presents. It's very soon. That's a good idea. Oh, okay, fantastic, excellent. I have a good idea. Harrys.com/TAC. Thank you, Angry Chicken. You are going to give me a good deal. I feel it's right only to mention that on a Hearthstone podcast. So, .com/TAC. I shall buy that later. Let's remember to buy that, so I'll buy that later. So, what am I going to do tonight? Well, there is a new festival times things. If I re-roll this, will I get one with... Oh, I will. Excellent. Oh, I'm so glad I re-rolled it. Play 5 minutes, it costs 1. Good. There is a Taverns of Time event happening right now. And there's some very cool stuff happening in Arena. So I thought I would give Arena a crack. You get a free ticket every single time during this event. So you log in once, you get a free Arena ticket. It'd be silly not to use it, because you're a minimum going to get a pack. Even if you get 3 losses in a row, you're minimum going to get a pack. So probably a good idea to give it a go. So let's do that. Arena. I play very little Arena. I used to play quite a lot. Look at that. Hey, look at that. So I used to play an awful lot. Unfortunately, there's some chrono distortion affecting the rules of this arena. It seems some cards on Tavern Time have been overlaid on our reality. Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to play a lot a few years ago, I think, when Old Gods dropped. So yeah, 2 years ago, two standard years ago, when standard started. Unfortunately, my time on Hearthstone in general has always been limited, and now at the moment it is really, really limited. There's not much time I can spend on it, and I just play Constructed, try and get my old ranks here wherever I can, and at the moment the best thing I can do is play Arena when there's free events on. But I got my 500 wins. I helped with Odd Paladin last week, so I thought, hey, the event is on, everybody's going to be getting the free Arena ticket. I am by no means an expert. Oh my god, I'm not an expert. I've just said I haven't played Arena properly for a good couple of years. But I thought I'd give it a go. Bit of variety. I don't know anything about Arena stuff at the moment. I am so behind on what's good and what's not good. I don't even know what classes are good. However, Mage is Mage. Mage is always one of the best. Just Mage has like never not been good in Arena, so I'm going to go for that. I do want to... Oh, it's a new card. Hello. The end of your turn, add a random spell that costs 2 or less to your hand. Well, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to go for that one. Oh, another one. Do I pick another one? I mean, this is good. The Basilisk is good. But I actually think I'm going to pick another one of those because it's fun. Why not? I like Apple Bomb. Is the Doctor any good? I mean, yeah. I assume the Lone Champion's probably pretty good. Oh, another one. Do I want to pick 3 though? I don't want too many of them. And it's great to get a spell that costs 2 less, but if I lose the board, I lose the board. Blizzard's pretty good. Pyroblast is pretty good. Oh, it's tough. It's really tough. I want to go Pyroblast because it kicks ass. I have no other reason apart from that. I don't have... This is terrible. Well, it's not as terrible. It's reasonably good. But if I actually do get any more elementals, then this is useful. If not, it's just a 5-man thing. I don't think this card is very good. I don't think the Peasant Pumpkin... I think Bonfire Elemental. Sure, why not? Okay. These are all pretty terrible. Yeah. None of them are elementals, synergy, or anything like that. I suppose the 2-drop Destroy with 1 less attack might kill the 1-drop, maybe. It's pretty good reflection. I know Death Speaker's pretty good. I don't really have much minion combat going on at the moment. This is great with my lone champion, but I'm probably not going to play with my lone champion. I'm going to go with Death Speaker. Death Speaker is generally good for arena. I know that for a fact. Don't really have any counterspell. I don't have like a Kieran or an Arcanologist or anything like that. I think Sun Cleric is good. If I can hit the dragon, the Cavern Dreamer, which probably with 3 health I might survive, then make it a 2-4 or something is pretty good. I think that's probably the best one we're going to get. Again, I'd like to pick Egg Napper because it works really well, but just a good statted 2-drop. There's nothing wrong with just a good statted 2-drop. There's the Kieran. Really could have done with that. Yeah. I do like the Leyline Manipulator with these two. That has great synergy. It already drops them down by 2. If I get high cost spells and drop them down again, plus actually it's a really good one. Yeah, I'm definitely picking that because it goes well with the Bonfire Elemental. Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh, this is a tough one. I don't think I'm picking Archmage Antonitus because it's a combo card and you need combo. Syndragosa is good. I actually think I'm going for the Pyros. Pyros works is an elemental, which is great. Works great with the Leyline Manipulator. Really well with the Leyline Manipulator. And it's elemental for Bonfire. And again, curves out nicely. Gives us a 6-drop for free. I like you on 2. I don't have any 1-drops though. So that's a bit pointless. I think the Necroid is best. Oh, it's a toss-up between these. I mean, that one's pretty good too. They're so similar. This one gives us value. This one's better statted, but this one just gives us a bit more value. And I don't really have any value. I do have a lot of 2-drops and a lot of 3-drops. And you do want to curve out nicely. And 2/4 Taunt on turn 3 isn't terrible. But this card also is value. On turn 9, it's 3 of them. I think I'm going to go with this one. Ooh, another one. When you draw this, add a random spell to your hand. Ooh. That's pretty good. These are actually both pretty good with Leyline Manipulator. But it's Tar Creeper. And it's an element. They're all elementals. But it's Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper's just so good. Yeah, I'll pick Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper's just really, really good. Oh. I am Mage, so Voodoo Doll is great. Just 5 mana destroy a minion. I don't really... I mean, Taunt. I don't have aligned. Yeah, that's not good unless I've, like, bulked out the synergies. I think it's going to be Voodoo Doll. Ooh, another one. I don't think I want another one. I'm leaning straight towards this. I do like Primordial Glyph, but you want minions and you want minions on curve. And I'm sort of building up a nice low curve here, and I'm missing the 4s. And this would go really well with my elemental package I've got going on now. Nowhere near enough elementals. This is not bad. I think I'm just going to have to go curving out into a nice curve later on. I didn't pull the secret. This isn't great for my deck because it doesn't help well. Yeah, I think I'm curving out. This is what I intend to. I picked the Crawler because I just want to curve it out better. I'm building a low curve deck that goes into things. Ooh, giving adjacent health. That's pretty good. I quite like that. I quite like the idea of picking. Sorry, I was just pulling chat up. I quite like the idea of giving my things just now, but I'm getting some 2-drops. I could always coin a 2-drop. Like, if I had my Dream at the end of turn, add a random 1 spell cost to your hand that costs 2 or less, I could coin out the Cavern Dreamer if I'm on the coin, and then play the Fallen Sun Cleric, which is really good, so I think I'm going to do that. Gosh, another one. Gotta get more. I think it's going to be another Leyline. As interesting as it would be, I don't have any secrets. If I drew a secret, that'd be great, but that's really on the off chance I get offered another secret. Leyline Manipulator is just so good. More 4-drops, more elementals to trigger Bonfire. I've got both Pyros and the 2 spells I'm going to get here. Maybe even Phantom Militia. Actually, I don't know if Phantom Militia counts towards Leyline. I don't know. But anyway, Leyline's just really, really good. Oh, I mean, it doesn't really... Polymorph doesn't really synergize with the deck. But along with Voodoo Doll, sometimes it's good to just have one. You know, if I pick Jaina, I've actually got a really solid deck going, like a curve, elemental, mid-rangey deck going on here. If I had Jaina to curve out into the end game. But this is actually a really solid just removal. I would normally think here, but I think I just some solid removal. I don't have any AoE. That's my biggest problem here, is I don't have any AoE. Again, they keep throwing this Basilisk at me. I'm just not going for it. I'm not interested in it. Again, for the same reason, I think just some solid. Help me keep some tempo on the board. Ooh, starts dormant, awaken with rush after 2 turns. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Oh, I really like that. I think it's very good. I think Arcane Elemental is better, again, with just all the elemental synergies I've got going on here. It dies and I Leyline. I get 2 free 1/1/2s. That's really good. Arcane Intellect is also quite good, but it's not really going with what we're trying to do. So I think I'm going to go with here. Ooh. I like the Keystone, but it really goes against what I'm doing. But Cold Wraith is good. Am I going to freeze? But it won't be if I freeze it that turn. If I Frostbolt something on turn 2, it's not going to be frozen to 3. I think it's a little. It's not the worst thing in the world to have something with a little higher value. I think a big taunt is sometimes what you need. Gosh, I keep offering these to me then. Oh, do you know what? I have 2 Leyline Manipulators. So maybe I can have another one. Go on then. Come on. Oh, gosh, keep offering it to me. I've got a real serious low curve going on here. I'd be tempted by it. Oh, I don't really have any cheap spells. Well, if I'm going with that, let's go with the Flame Glazer. 2 damage is 2 damage. You can't knock it. I actually have a lot of spells now. I actually have a lot of thingies, but it doesn't really do what I want it to do. The Panda. I have a lot of 2-drops. I think maybe a little bit more value with the Arcane Intellect. I'm thinking the Stegodon probably. It's not great, but the Stegodon. Ooh, a Mana Worm. Yes, please. It's like my 1/1 drop. Oh, I think there's got to be another Leyline. That's 3 Leylines. But I've got 3 Cavern Dreamers. So, sure. Well, no, I didn't get offered any legendaries. Oh, I did. Pyros. Oh. That's if you can count Hero. Come on. Yeah, it's got to be the Leyline. Whew, so I've got quite a low curving deck here. Yeah, it's kind of like a mid-range magey deck. I don't have that much fuel. If I come up against a really hardcore control deck, I'm gonna be in trouble. But like other sort of tempo-y decks, I think I'm gonna be pretty good. I think I'm gonna be pretty good against those. I got a nice Pyroblast to finish off. That's nice, so I can sort of curve out, push face a little bit, push face, curve out, keep going, punch, get him to 10 health, and then smack him with a Pyroblast to finish him off. I only have 1/1 but I have a lot of 2-drops. So I should be hitting 2, 3, 4 all the time. So ideally, I almost want to be starting with the coining out one of my better 2-drops, like maybe Arcanologist or something like that, or Glock Crawler. Maybe even Scorpomatic if they drop a low one. But so let's see how it goes. Let's rock and roll. So the main thing about Arena is keeping the board. Get the board, keep the board, and slowly win over time. That is the goal of it. Okay. So hopefully, if we do get it and we keep it, things will go nicely. But if they don't, it's not the worst thing in the world. So just have to see. I do have my debt tracker up, but it looks a little weird. Let me give you a little bit of a flash. Whoa, it's all pink. It looks weird because I had to re-edit it, so I'm just gonna hide it. It's arena. We don't really read it. So we definitely want the 2-drop. I think we want a minion 3-drop. We really want a minion 3-drop. So, hey, we got the new one. Right, loads of 2-drops. Right, depends what they do. If they put down a 1-drop, then we really have to play Arcanologist. Arcanologist that doesn't draw a secret. If not, I think we can play the Cavern Dreamer and afford to try and chance to get ahead. Oh, I think we can afford to play it, yeah. Go on, give me some juicy, give me some juicy, give me some juicy. Ooh. Hang on, it says it costs 2 less. Add a random spell that costs 2 or less. Oh, that costs 2 or less. Oh. It's a good thing that the cheap mage spells are good. And actually, that's a really good one because that's 2 mana get one. And I'm about to play elementals. So, instead of drawing your normal card, stone discover from your deck. Oh, okay then. Well, oh, it's not 1 attack, so forget that. I think I'm going to play Shattered Sun Cleric. Let's just play on curve. And I think we bump here. And we end our turn and we get another spell. Look at that. Value! Oh, it's from any class. Oh, I didn't know that. It's from any class. I thought it was just mage spells. But it's from any class. Oh, okay then. I didn't understand. Right. Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper sucks. But that's fine. Oh, he's going face. Right. I could just play the Stegodon. Keep myself nice and safe. I don't really want to double trade into the Tar Creeper, but he's going to start developing behind it if that happens. But if I don't trade, what is going to happen? I mean, I know I could just drop two 3s, but the Stegodon could survive the following turn, which is probably a good thing. So, I think we drop the Stegodon, we call it a day, we see what my little thing gives me. Ooh, Freezing Trap. Ooh, Hunter Secrets. That's good. Oh, I didn't get the Kirin Tor Mage. Ah, just thinking, oh, secret, play for free. Wait, hang on, no. Didn't get one. Didn't play the Kirin Tor Mage. Got the Arcanologist, but didn't get one. So here I can, next turn I can trade, and then develop into the board. And then I've got a bit of interactivity with the Freezing Trap, which is nice. If he plays a big minion, like that, is that a big minion? How am I fussed about that? I don't know. The problem is I can't attack and then unstable. I could. So... we can trade here. Trade here. Trade here. We can unstable this guy. Can unstable again. That's quite good. I'm willing to quit on that. Do we go random 3-drop? Do we turn one of these? I think we turn this into a random 3-drop. Oh, I won the lottery on one of the random 3-drops. 5-4. Hello. Okay, that worked out pretty good. I got a 6-6 and a 5-4. Cleared his board. That was pretty good. Thank you, Unstable Evolution. I appreciate it. Okay, 2 taunts. It's fine. I don't care about those. Rush. Okay, you're going to trade. That's fine too. I think I just go 2-2-2 here. I think I just go 2-2-2. Because like that's happening no matter what. I don't think playing the Freezing Trap makes a difference. I'm actually tempted to hold on to the Ruby Spellstone to get some value. Or do I just play a big dude? I think I just play the big dude, because I have the big dude, so let's just play the big dude. I can always play out the little smaller dudes later. He didn't do much. He already played his rush minion. So I think we just play out the big dude. That works. You want the big dudes on the board. You want to be killing theirs. This game is not about life damage. Generally, most arena games, it's not about life. Unless you've specifically built a deck which is like to go rush, rush, rush. Oh, okay, so he's meteored. Well, that sucks. But if he's got to trade. Now I can. Ooh, Leyline. That's going to reduce the cost of the freezing trap, which is nice. So I can go Leyline. Oh, and the Ruby Spellstone as well. Do I care about that? Actually, I don't care about that. I'm just going to develop the Arcanologist instead. I'll play the freezing trap later, because I don't care about that. But because I've reduced it to 0, I will wait until I play my Pyros to get 2 spells for free. Because there's no point in playing now. I have no more mana to play anything now. There's an argument there to play the Pyros than to play it, but I'm not going to be playing any of the cards that come off the Ruby Spellstone. So there is no point in me playing the Pyros to get a free trade. If he wants to trade and ping, that's fine. The good thing I've got the freezing trap in Lacey play something big that I don't really care, that I don't want the battle cry or anything else to go off. Okay, that's interesting. I don't mind that too much though, because that's a heal, but I mean he can replay it if he wants. It turns it into a 6 mana. Oh, that's okay too. I still have the biggest thing on the board. Ooh, the Pyroblast. Right. So I think we're playing the Etten. I mean, again, this is going here. That Mirror Image has been a pain because I've been able to dictate the trades, which is annoying. If he has just a big spell removal, he can just play the Etten again. But I haven't seen any AoE. He's had these 2 cards on the far left side of his hand since the beginning of the game. And he hasn't done anything with them, which means they're either big mana cards or they're like AoE, area effect removals, remove lots of little dudes. So I don't care about freezing trap either of these 2, so I don't want to play them. Getting my ping is pointless, so I could play Pyros and then play the big spell, which gives me 2 spells to do something with. I think I've got the Etten. I think I should just play the Etten. I don't think that makes any difference. Again, I don't want to play the Ruby Spellstone until I play the Pyros. The Pyros is 2 mana. It's not too... Certainly looking at my hand now, it's not that difficult to fit in. I do have the Pyroblast, which is not great removal, but it is a form of removal if I need it to be. It's not like Meteor where you can develop behind it or hit a couple of things at the same time. But I'm still ahead on board. He has initiative, but I'm still ahead on board. I have the 2 biggest things on the board, and even if he trades and pings, he can't kill it because that's only 7 damage, so we need 2 more. I mean, if he flame strikes, even if he flame strikes, that's not enough. So, and next turn I can, even if he uses his 8 mana to play something big, I can clear his board and play the freezing trap to trap the big thing, which is nice. That's not, oh, he's going to freeze. That's really annoying. You bugger. That's really annoying, but you can't attack me. You can just sit and ping it every turn, sure. Right, I think it's Pyros time. So we play the Pyros, which upgrades my Spellstone, which we play. That's really good, because that is better than the ping, which was what I was planning to do. Hang on. So ping puts me down to 5 mana. I don't care about copying my Golokka Crawler, so there's no point playing it yet. And I can still ping if I want to then. Trade here. Do I just run out the Lone Champion now as a 2/4? I think I do. I think I just run out the Lone Champion as a 2/4. And then ping. Ping here. Because that's the one I'm probably going to ping down next turn. Because if he's going to trade anything in, he's going to trade these two in. I just played the Lone Champion just to fill out my curve. It's slightly better slats than the Golokka Crawler. I don't for a moment suspect that he's going to get a Pirate on board and I'm going to trigger its effect. I don't think that in the slightest. But it filled out my curve. It filled out the mana. So, oh, there we go. He's got Polymorph. See, I don't really have big things. It's AoE this deck actually worries about. So, trade, that's fine. He's still going to be ahead on board-ish. The good thing for me is he didn't polymorph my Pyros, which is about to get bigger. That's an odd choice. Should we tempt out the Golokka? Okay, so that means it is not. So play you. Play you. I think we play. We can Simulacrum. That's fine. Oh, he gets one of his own. That's a good one for me to go rather than like Freezing Trap. A Freezing Trap is great. Being 0 mana, I can just play it whenever I want. I don't even need to play this turn to set it up. Oh, yay. And this is what happens when you get class cards from every class. Well, it'll help me trigger a... help me try and trigger a counter spell if he ever plays one or whatever. So... oh, Lich King. That might get Pyroblasted. Oh, he's got one of his own. It's okay, I can kill one that. What's he got that's free? Oh, Simulacrum? Sure, okay. Adds another copy of a cheap one. I would have played him. You must have yeah, you must have another minion, because I'd have played him, then Simulacrumed him. Right. I can't get this off the board without Pyroblasting. Which means if I play Freezing, it's not. I think I've just got to Pyroblast. And I think we bump, we go face, and we're done. The problem is outside of Polymorph and Voodoo Doll, that really is running out. Ooh, that is really good if he lets my Pyros live. That is really good, but I don't think he's going to. It's not too bad, actually. I've got quite a few other elementals in the deck. So that is pretty good. Oh, it's nasty. That is really nasty. Okay, I think we are freezing that. Right, I think first thing we do is we Earthermite this bad boy. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's always the crap ones, isn't it? I think we Ghoul. I think we play another one. Now, I might be overcommitting here, but I don't mind. I'm going to get 2 spells now. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. Alright, those are some decent ones opposed to my Totemic Might. Now, he wasted his anti-magic cell on 1 minion, especially as I have a Voodoo Doll, but he doesn't have a Voodoo Doll, so that doesn't matter. But it should fall for the Freezing Trap. He might not attack with it. He might just sit there and go, no, not going to attack. Not going to attack. Not going to do anything. In which case, fine, don't. I will figure things out another way. But I'm actually, if he doesn't do anything, I can start filling up my minion with this Necrotic Geist. And just keep going, chug, 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 chug. So, the only problem is I haven't really got a great way to ping off the shield. So even if I manage to trade in 4, 5, 6, I'd literally have to trade in all my little ones, which is not great because the Cavern Dreamers in particular are giving me some value. Alright, that's a secret. Well, I can test for Counterspell because I have a great card to test for Counterspell. Freezing Trap. Bye bye. Barry. Right. Let's play the Mana Worm. We're risking an Explosive Ruins here. It is an Explosive Ruins, but oh well. I could play it here, but I'm not fussed. Play the Arcane Intellect. Ooh, did I play? Oh no, but I reduce it, which is nice. And I reduce it, and I get to play it next turn. Isn't that awesome? We're going to ping the shield. We're going to trade in the Pyrus. Oh, I could have done that first and reduced this as well. That was stupid of me. I'm actually going to trade in one of these because I'm a bit worried about how many cards I'm going to get in my hand. I can actually kill off one of these, which is brilliant. This is hilarious. Let's go for the Taunt and Lifesteal one. This is hilarious. It dies and then it comes back. Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that hilarious? Oh, look at that. That's awesome, that is. Ooh, hello. That's quite a good one. Rebuke. Just cast that next turn and go, right, load up the board. Here we go. Because now when you place the Sunwalker, these will just replace themselves, which is just really good. So it's like, please, play the Sunwalker. I really don't mind. I'll trade in two of that. It's just like, oh, I just got to keep unloading my board with this Geist. That's so good, that is. I never thought of that. It would never work in Standard. This thing's got 3 health. Ooh, that's a nice card for you. That's literally the way to do it, right? That's fine. We're definitely getting our Rebuke on next turn. We are definitely getting our Rebuke on. So, hang on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. No, that's not lethal. Remember, always check for lethal. Okay, let's play our Bonfire Elemental, see what we've got. Ooh, Leyline. That's nice. So we're going to ping. We're going to trade in 2 of these. 2 of the ghouls. Trade in the Pyrus. I'm going to drop the Leyline, which is going to reduce the cards of loads of stuff in our hand. Go face. And then we're going to secure our cord with a Rebuke. Ta-da! Ooh, Shadow Step. That's pretty good. That was a pretty cool turn. That was a pretty cool turn. I was quite pleased with that. Used up all my mana. Everything went down efficiently. Sleepy Dragon. That is what we call a polymorph target. Shazam. That is what we call a polymorph target. Shazam! I don't normally sing on stream. BAM! Alright, yeah. I like that. That was good. I was pleased with that. That went well. Alright, well, the Leyline manipulator into reducing the cost, and it's actually really good. It actually worked out really, really well. I'm really pleased with that. That was actually a really good result. Right, I have to remember this moment, because then when I lose like 2-3 games in a row now, I have to remember not to go super salty. Okay, so just remember that. Right, Warlock. I don't know what the Warlock is. I don't know what it could do. It could be anything. Going first again. Right, I'm definitely keeping the 2-drop. Very tempted to keep the 3-drop. I'm actually going to get rid of this. I'm going to keep the 2/4 because of the slightly better stats. Hopefully get the Mana Worm. Nope, wish I had the other one now, but okay. That's what happens when you mulligan. Polymorph is good, but not right now. I'm coining a 2-drop. Okay, what 2-drop? Crawler! Hey, look at this! We're about to trade off with our 2-drops. Trade off with our 2-drops. I didn't drop this 2-drop because it is not going to trade very well versus the Golakka Crawler. Okay, so... Oh, I'm unstable! I think... we play the 3-drop. And I think we trade here. Because then, hopefully, if he powers this into here, it's going to kill this one. If it doesn't, this is still going to trade well. So I kind of want it to hit the 2-1, but if it doesn't, that's fine. He gets the initiative, which is not nice. Oh, and that's a good initiative card. Oh, and I don't have any decent initiative cards. I can't play the polymorph on it because it just hands the initiative back to him. I have to play out my 2-2 drops because I eventually want the Pyros to give me a 6-6. And hopefully this gives me a... Oh, Coldblood's not bad, though. Alright, I'll give Coldblood. Coldblood's pretty good. Stone Basilisk. Mana-Worm's pretty good. Alright, think this through. Hero, come on. So you could... ping... trade... and play the Mana-Worm. Or I could Mana-Worm and Coldblood it. Trade here after the ping, which doesn't help in the slightest. Okay, this is a more complicated turn. Because this could swing things back in his direction if I'm not careful. I could Mana-Worm polymorph. I don't want to polymorph this. I really don't. It's not good, but I really don't want to. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to ping here. Trade in the Pyros. And I'm going to Coldblood the Mana-Worm. And then if he wants to, he can trade into my 6-3. He still has initiative, which I don't like. But this stops him having any kind of other reasonable initiative. Okay, that's fine. That is a lot better. That is a lot better than it could have been. I'm going to leave the Pyros and play the slightly bigger one. Just because Pyros has some more synergy with other things. And it's 1 extra health. So why am I saying no to that? Be silly not to. Okay. Well, he's got to trade all his minions in except for... Oh, no. He's not trading any of them in. Okay, well, you're a weirdo. Well, the Ogre's going to value trade here. And I think I play my Pyros again, just something good. And then he can double trade into the Pyros if he wants to. I wish I had 1 more extra mana to have played the Cavern Dreamer, but... Yeah, he can double trade. What's he doing? What's he doing? Why does he need double trade there? Oh, Shadow Flame. Oh, that makes sense. That's good play. That's fair. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm not polymorphing this. If I'm going 8 mana, 3/3/2, let's see what I draw first. 3. Oh, I don't have the 7, so I'm going to have to play both of these out. I mean, I have my single target removal, like there's no tomorrow. So that's something. Oh, Earthshock's not a bad one. Okay, could be worse. I'll take that. He's like all about the face, isn't he? It's all about the face. Right, I think the Etin and the 2/1 drops. It's all about the face. Well, he's running a lot more lower on cards than I am. I don't have any massive thing. Well, that's polymorph if ever I saw one. That's a polymorph target. Bump. 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 I think I'm going to Fallen Sun Cleric this one. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Ping face. And leave it there for now. I'm going to play the Pyros next turn if I want to just slam another big thing onto the board. Ooh. Well, that's quite good. If I played the Necrotic, I could trade these 3 in, do 5 damage to it, and trade them all for 2/2s. Which is really good. I have 1 extra. Oh, and I can't play the Earthshock on the Voodoo Doll because it'll silence it and then kill it, which is stupid. I think the best thing for me to do is just play the Pyros. Call it there for a turn, and then I can play the Necrotic next turn if I want to. I don't need to Pyroblast this. This is not worthy of a Pyroblast. So I think it's the first time he's tapped all game. Yeah, Siphon. That's fine. I'm back to where I was a minute ago. Is that enough to kill it? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oh, with a ping it is. Oh, but I can't ping and play Necrotic at the same time. The whole point was I'm trading them all in for Necrotic. I think I'll still do it. Because I'm at the point now where I need to start doing something. So I trade all these in. I'm not going to trade in this for the health on this. Because what's the point? But getting the 2/2s is good. If I didn't have the taunt, I would. But he might have another Siphon Soul. I don't know. Maybe. I would like to get him to the point where I could smack him in the face and Pyroblast him to finish him off. That's another Void Lord. Well, I can Earth Shock that. That's fine. Soulfire. Ooh, wow. Right, we can Earth Shock here. So 3. I don't want to Voodoo Doll it. I think I'm just going to put more stats on the board. This kills. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have enough on board to kill next turn, but he's only got 2 cards. None of them survive. This survives Hellfire, so I'm going to put this on the board in case another Hellfire comes up. But ideally, I want to finish him off with Pyroblast next turn. Draw 2 cards, they cost 2 less. Wow, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. It's like Arcane Intellect on steroids. Okay, but that's irrelevant. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. I don't care about that. Okay, this is good. So, because I'm pretty sure this adds up to more than 9. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Pyroblast for finish. Always think ahead. Planning is lethal. Planning is lethal. Always the way to go. He didn't overly make any strange moves, but there were 1 or 2 things that made me query and be like, what on earth are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Play 5 minions that cost 1. God, I've already done 4 of those already. Okay. Another game. Right. Starting hand. Sorry, I was messaging in Discord. Another mage. Right. I don't think I want the 4-drop, but I think the double 2-drop is good. Though I want a better 2-drop, I think. I want a better 2-drop, and I should get another 2-drop. This one is one of my Scorematic is one of my weaker 2-drops. I don't mind the Death Speaker if I get a decent 2-drop. Those are not decent 2-drops. Jesus Christ. He will not help me in this time of pain. So, we're really looking for another 2-drop. It's not the 2-drop. It's not the 2-drop I was after. So, can I afford to skip turn 1? Well, yeah, because I don't have another 2-drop in my hand. I don't have another 2-cost card. Me coining out this 2-drop is pointless if next turn all I'm going to do is use my hero power. If I had another 2-drop in my hand, I would use it. I would coin out one of them, probably the stronger one, if I picked one of the better ones that I wanted. So, hello. Thank you for joining, Labs. I appreciate it. Wow, he played his no 2-drop himself. That's really good for me. I can play my 2-drop with no hesitation. That's really good for me. Don't worry about it. Just appreciate people being around and for the views. I know this isn't you guys' game, and I know that, so don't worry about that. I'm doing this to try and be consistent. Right. Oh, so he's not going to come and join tonight. Oh, sad face. I know. But I'm sure you'll see him again soon. Don't worry. So, you see him more than I do, so, I mean, you probably would, but... I think we Sun Cleric. I'm going to be careful I don't have too many cards in my hand. Well, I'm sure you all had a wonderful time. Oh, gosh. Play a demon. No need to be jealous. I know, I'm devastated. Yeah. What did he do? Oh, that's just mean. I really want to play an elemental this turn, but I'm not going to. So, I think we just play stats. Deal 2 damage to a minion if it survives, give it poisonous. Well, I'm not dealing 2 damage to either of these. I don't really want to play either of my 2-drops, but I do think me getting a bit of a board. There's enough of him for everyone. There is enough of him for everyone. He's a tall guy. He's very tall. It's big arms. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. That's a weird. Where am I going with this? Shut up, hero. I don't really want to waste my battle cry, but I actually think me developing is better. Oh, I'd have to coin. I don't want a coin. So I'll just ping face. Don't tell him I said that. That he had big arms. Jesus Christ, another sacrificial pact. Dude, what are you doing to me? Come on. Come on. I assume you're going to ping this. If you can. I have no demons. You're not going to play a demon either. Right. How am I going to do this? 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 I really don't want to polymorph this, but I can do 2 damage with this and then coin out. Secret is safe with me, although he might watch the rerun of this later. He might. Though, I don't think he ever really watches my reruns, so I don't think it matters too much. Remember, if I do the 2 damage, do it afterwards. Through everything you have at him, yes. So if I play the Dark Speaker and ping, I still don't get through. Well, I do get through. Okay. Ping. 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 It just made more sense to do it this way. Ugh. I'm going to burn a card, and I can't use that. So I'm going to burn a card, a good card from my deck, because I've got this useless, crappy sacrificial pact sitting in my hand. Oh, that's really bad. These cards are turning out to be really bad for me. Play a demon. I don't care what demon. Play a demon. I want to kill it. I don't even got any of my own. Jesus, it doesn't help me. I'm going to burn a card. That would have been a really nice coin this turn. Oh well. Right, I think we just need to play the strongest minion onto the board. So if we just coin out my Bonfire Elemental, I don't need to draw cards right now. I really don't. So, oh, that's a good one. Free 1/3 weapon. That's good. I like that. I have my 2 big removes. I have these crappy things sitting in my hand. Oh, I want to play one of you to trigger a counter spell. But I can't. Oh, Jesus. Right. Oh, that worked. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to work. Igneous Elemental? You can have more igneous elementals. I'm not fussed about that. Let's trade. Go face. How many cards got? I had 8. Well, he killed off my thing. So I'll play another one. Just to really piss him off, because I can. Oh, Moonfire's a good one. Again, just something I can just throw at your face. I'm sitting on 2 sacrificial packs. How stupid is that? I've added 2 cards to my hand that I cannot play. Well, that was helpful. I would have preferred my face, thank you. Oh, Flame Geyser. Nice. Nice for you. Ah, okay, that's fine. What am I looking for in my deck? Not much. Really, not that much. So I'm thinking, well, with Moonfire and Ping, but then I can play 2 more. I'm not too fussed about that. How many cards am I sitting on? 9. I burn 1. So we play the Arcanologist. Go here. I think we... No, I don't think we move forward. What am I going to be on at the end of this turn? My hand is full, so I need to play. So I'm going to play these 2. I'm going to attack here. I'm going to attack face. 8 cards. If I do that, I'll drop it to 9. Oh, I can't. These stupid things are sitting in my hand. I can't play them. They're so rubbish. Pink face. Wow, I'm tired of not wearing glasses. I meant throw him. I assumed that's what you meant when you said throw. When you said threw everything you have at him. Because I didn't think I was actually going through him. I thought that's a little bit weird. What was then I would have to do? Oh, that is nice. So I can use my Toxic Arrow on my Arcanologist and throw that at you. I have no idea how to help you. That's fine. I wasn't expecting help. That is also a really good draw. It's like drops everything to like so many cards to 0. So I think Toxic Arrow to you. How many cards have I got? 8. So this puts me to 9. I can't play any of them. Well, I can deal 1 damage. Deal 1 damage. Peck. Oh, and I've still got Ping Ping. There we go. I've got 2 Corrupting Mists. My hand looks ridiculous. I'm trying to learn. Well, that's nice that you are trying to learn, but don't worry. What I'm doing right now is bizarrely stupid. I have no idea what's going on at the moment. Alright. Do we polymorph that? I think we polymorph that. Yeah. We polymorph. We ping. Play the Stegodon. And we attack face. It's not overly difficult to learn how to play the basics. I've been helping some people learn on stream. Getting deck requests and stuff and things like that, which has been kind of fun. So it's not overly difficult. Getting really good at it can be quite tough. There's a lot of intricacies later on. But did you eat your food, Cat? Yes, you did. I'm good. And I've actually realised, I look back over my previews and I'm like, yeah, you go there, you go there, you go there. Which is useless if you're not watching the video version. I mean, if you're like lying down in a bath somewhere with headphones in and watching me, then I'm sure it's fine. But if you're not, I've managed to really say, well, please roll the Pyroblast. Please roll the Pyroblast. And that's not the Pyroblast. But though, destroy a minion with 1 less attack, that can destroy you, which is pretty good. And that I will play. I think I actually just want to go face. Go face. Play the Divine Shield. Play the Pyros. Ping face. Is it my next turn, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. So, but if you're just watching me just as I am, then I imagine it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to understand what's going on. Standard Defender. Do not you. But then if I get lethal, I don't care. You can play another big taunt. Another big taunt. Deb Orbit on. Who would have guessed? Yes, I didn't actually think about that, about who'd won, but I mean, I pledged to them, so yay. Is this lethal? Oh, I'm one off. Oh no, I'm not, because he's going to kill one, so that's fine. Kevin Dreamer. You shitey thing. Let's put you into there. You into there. Let's fire you off because I can. I got my catalyst last night. Wow, well done you. I imagine it has been a bit of a bitch to grind it out. I didn't realise how bad it would be. But, ooh, Power of the Wild is good. Would have been good if I managed to keep hold of one, but oh well. And I'm free from this rain next time. Yeah, you could do something else next time. And that'd be nice. What does the catalyst actually cause it to do? Does it get better range? Does it get another burst? I don't really know what it does. I'm so close. I should just be pinging this guy down. I think I'll just play Pyrus and ping him down. Unless I get Pyroblast. So, yeah. You. Ping face. Done. I think a lot of people... Do you know what? Dead Orbit won, but I don't think Dead Orbit would have won if it didn't have the Graviton Lance attached to it. If it had Sweet Business, I don't think it would have won. I think that's the difference. Because of Dead Orbit, not because of Dead Orbit, but because of Graviton Lance. That's what I think it is. Ooh, that's a good one. Destroyer Secrets, that's fine, I don't need that. He's starting to go face, which is actually annoying. Right. Can Leyline Manipulator. Power of the Wild. Voodoo Doll this one. Punch. Punch there. Punch face. And say go. I've never played. I would have never have pledged. Exactly. Hidden Hand. Oh, and range. God, like that thing needed more range. You got Pyroblast. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Ugh. Son of a bitch. The Alpha. Hey, look at that free stuff. Oh well. I don't mind. I'm going to retire this arena deck after tonight because I'm actually not going to play anymore. So I have an hour's worth of games, and after the games are over, I lose, and I'm retiring the deck. It doesn't matter what win I'm on because I'm never going to play again. And I want to technically retire it in case for some reason next week they decide to give me a new arena run, so I'm not going to. Right, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Another 2-drop. Another 2-drop. That's not another 2-drop. Give me another 2-drop. That's another 3-drop. I said I wanted another 2-drop. You weren't listening to me. Give me my Fallen Sun Cleric. Give me that. Give me my Fallen Sun Cleric. That'd be awesome if you did. Be like really awesome. Rella awesome. But you got to give it to me like now, because otherwise I'm not calling out my Cavern Dreamer. So, ooh, he played a secret. Ooh, I did draw another 2-drop though. So, coin, Cavern Dreamer. Because now I go 2-2-3. Oh, unstable. You worked brilliantly for me last time in the first game. I haven't got anything overly that I'd want to unstable. Maybe the Stegodon. That's what I unstabled last time, was the Stegodon. So, so I know it's not Repentance. It could be Redemption. It could be No Sacrifice. It could be the, what's it called? Hand of Salvation, when the second minion in the turn dies, it returns to life. Or it could be Eye for an Eye. It's probably Noble Sacrifice. If it's Noble Sacrifice, that's fine, because this is going to kill it. Brewmaster. Yay. Let's go face. Is it Brew? Yeah, it's Noble Sacrifice. That's fine. Do you know what? I could just upgrade this twice. I actually think that is the better choice. I think we can do one more. Yeah, baby. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Shame I haven't got another thing to upgrade it again. Another unstable evolution to upgrade it again. But I'll take that. Triggered the noble sacrifice for no point. And no! Oh, you're kidding me. Jeez. Ah, you're kidding me. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. I thought I'd luck sacked into something amazing there. And he's running the Dragon Slayer to kill my dragon. Jeez. Are you looking for health? Health. For a minimum. +1, +1. +1, +1 would suck. Big time health, yeah. God. Oh. Oh, that was brutal. Oh, that was really brutal. I mean, that's a good, nice last of his turn, because that was kind of a crappy turn. But, oh, that was brutal. That was really brutal. I'd love to play you to draw next turn, but it'd be... Well, if he didn't attack last turn, what's going to change this turn? Or would it just be better? It's just going to be better to play the taunt. As much as I'd love to get you your effect next turn, you just playing you as a 5/5 is probably good enough. And we can trade there if he wants to, and then I can trade back, or I can trade in here, or whatever. That's the problem. Is what he does next. Yes, that. Oh, jeez, that sucks. Oh, Paladin is so good. Paladin is so good. Blah, 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 blah. Paladin is so good. Bastards. Oh, great. I was going to do that anyway, so feel free to do that. I was going to say, I'm going to make that attack. I don't need to polymorph this. I don't think I'm at that point yet. But I do need to play a big boy. Oh, this is why I wish this was a different G-Trap. No, I don't. I wish he hadn't Dragon Slayed me, because that was just bollocks. That was absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. So, yeah, that sucked. Oh well. Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing really. Nothing really I'm gonna do. Is he gonna disconnect? No. Oh, he was one of those hoarding dragon coins. I've used 2 of them, calling out an 8-drop. Jeez. Well, this looks like a polymorph target-ish. He's going to trade in there. Well, that sucks, because I don't really want to polymorph that. It's got 2 health. Jeez, this one's a loss. I could polymorph it. I could play Mana Worm, polymorph. That's it. I think I can play the Pyros. I didn't think this through. Ping here. Play the Mana Worm. Ping here. Alright, that'll do. He can go face and smack me for 12 and put me down to 14. I'd actually prefer if he did that, because then I get the choice of trades next turn. But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, no, that sounds nasty. Ooh. That's really nasty, because you're not going to let me keep that, are you? No, I didn't think so. I don't think he's going to go face. The only thing that makes this slightly awkward is... Yeah. He's going to trade this way. I've lost the board. I don't think I'm getting it back. I'm going to call this one a game. I don't think I've lost the board, and I have no mechanics in my deck to get it back. If I drawn my Frostbolt, then I may have stood a chance, or any kind of immediate reach that impacts the board. If I'd drawn that, then I may have stood a chance. But that Oh, that Dragon Slayer turn was brutal. Really, really brutal. I didn't really stand much of a chance after that. So, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, Rogue. Okay, then. Well, hopefully my 2-drops will do quite well. Not that 2-drop. I don't want any of these. No, I want my nice 2-drops. 2-drops that have health that don't die to the Bloomin' Road Dagger. Right. That's not too bad. Pyros into Shattered Sun Cleric is pretty good. Into Stegodon. Okay, that's a reasonable cover. It would have been great if I had Mana Worm, but I've only got one out of 30. It's a little bit tough. So let's hope he doesn't play anything. God, so much for, yeah, here's some Arena. Let's see how you're going to do today. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm Arena. Let's go on Arena it all up. So, play Pyros. Pyros into Shattered Sun Cleric is pretty good if you play something with 2 attack and 3 health. Or just 3 health in general, but not 3 attack. Yeah, like Raising Familiar. That's pretty good. I don't really have any spells except Pyroblast. Oh, thank God. I was going to say, I don't have many spells, so it'd be great if you could hit Pyroblast. Oh, Frostbolt, that's great later on. I'm not going to play it for now, because I'm going to play Shattered Sun Cleric and go trade. Again, trading. I know it leaves it on 1 health. I know he can play his hero power and bring it down, but then he's not developing. Yes, he has another charge left on his dagger, but then he's not developing. And that's the point. I then still have a 3-2 on board to do with as I see fit. Whereas, yeah, now look at this. He's Stonehill Defendering. So that's fine. So, I can ping trade to keep my 2 on board. I can Frostbolt ping to keep these both intact. Or I can play the Stegodon and have a 3-1 and a 2-6. I think having a 3-1 and a 2-6 is better. Especially as Pyros turns into a 6-6, which is quite nice. So, and this prevents my 3-1 from being daggered down by here. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. Oh, excellent. I have something to go with my Frostbolt, because I think that is a lovely Frostbolt target. And I have something with a little bit more value to go along. Next turn I can play my Pyros, then into Bonfire Elemental, withdraw. That is really good. That is a good one. Good boy, Cavern Dreamer. Good boy. He's a good boy. Go fetch me something pretty. That is good. That's great. 2 mana 2-2 to give 2-2 to any minion is good anyway. But I have Elementals right here. Probably won't play it next turn unless I need to trade. I need to turn this into a 3-5 or anything like that and help me trade. If that's the case, I'll do that. Like, You see, I might with this because that doesn't help. Oh, it does. It turns this in with a ping, so 2-2-2. Oh, I don't have anything else to do with my turn. But the problem is this gets your weapon has +2 attack obviously in Rogue. That's really good. So next turn he can attack with this. Turn on his hero power, and it becomes a 3-2. And then he punches through anyway. But then I have a 6-6 in play. I still think this is better. Because this just keeps him off the board. Keeps him off the board. Crisis, Freezeman and get +2. That's good on a taunt. It isn't a great card. It's really not. But as far as using it is concerned, using it on a taunt is great. Okay. Sure. Speaking of which, I could use it right now. So if I cryostasis this, that turns it into +5/+5 for that. I don't really have any of the beasts. And then I think I'm just going to Voodoo Doll this. We go face, we go face. Get more spells, which is nice. And the good thing is this breaks now this turn. There you go. So, oh, again, another good 2-1 spell. And now it's a 5-5. That's pretty good. I didn't need to attack with it because I was going face. Not overly fussed about that. I have lost sort of big... Oh, okay. Or you can do what I did. Now, see, that's the reverse side of what happened with me in the previous turn, in the previous game, with the Paladin. The Paladin just got so far aboard on head, I looked at the cards in my hand and thought, all right, I have no way of coming back from this. He probably looked at my board and went, right, he's got a 5-5, he's got a 2-2 and a 3-1, and he's clearly got plenty of cards. He knows at a minimum I've got a 6-6, because he knows I've got the Pyros. So he's probably like, right, I can't win this. I can't win this. Or he's gone, I'm on 2 losses, let's just finish this and get it over with so I can go back to Constructed. So, it could be several reasons, but it might be the fact that just, he's head on board, I had a play, my play was to try and make that 4-10 taunt with stick. If it stuck, maybe I could develop behind it, get another chance, play some more minions. But as it turned out, no, it didn't work. So, not bad. So we've done, what score are we on at the moment? 3-2, so that's 5 games so far. Priest, I don't know. I'm not analysing the card. I'm not looking at the class going, oh, they've got this card, oh, they've got this card. I've got no ideas. Oh, I'm going second. I'm actually tempted to keep this whole hand. Because I can, if he doesn't play anything on turn 2, I can coin 2 into 2. There is a chance that he plays a 1-drop with 1 attack. At which point I can coin out the Scorpomatic. Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should try and find one of my proactive 2. Yeah, I'm going to keep Targe Creeper. It's a very good card. This is not one of my better 3-drops. Frostbite is always good early on in case I need to just go, just get rid of something. Glocker, much better. That is much, much better. Here I feel more confident coining out the Glocker Crawler, especially if he doesn't play anything. Yeah. So, oh, look at this. I have a really good curve here. So, hello. I'm also the Odd. How you doing? I'm doing very well. I'm 3-2 in Arena, which isn't great to be honest. But apart from that, I'm doing quite well. I hope you're doing well. Right. Oh, this is good because I can play my Sun Cleric to give this 4 health, which means I can trade in here and keep it. So I've got a 3-1 and a 2-1, and I'm ahead on board on turn 3, which is really good. But I'm doing... Oh, that was a nice draw for you. All right. All right. Mr. Priest. You had a good draw there. But still, not too bad. Not too bad. I've got a Tar Creeper to follow up. I've got a Ley Line. Doesn't discount anything, but it doesn't matter. 4 mana, 4/5 is still pretty good. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Yeah, it is. Wow. Again, you think, oh, I could discount the Pyros if it dies. I get that. No, get on the board. This effect is good, but it's not game breaking. How did you get the symbiote to attach to you? I wish I was that lucky. I know. I went out finding them at night. One crashed in a meteor, and it slithered onto my bike. And as I went home and got really angry at the world, I decided, and it just sort of kept going with me. It was really bad. Sorry, that was a reference to Spider-Man 3, which one of my most disappointing experiences in the world. It really was. Do I play... This does fill out my curve better, playing these two. So, because I love, actually, as you can tell at the top, my favourite... I love Spider-Man, possibly my favourite superhero, certainly favourite Marvel hero, and quite possibly tied for... Not tied, yeah, he is my favourite superhero. And my favourite Spider-Man villain is Venom. So when the Venom... movie got announced, I was really psyched about that. I was so excited. Why are you gonna do that? Shadow Madness, you nasty man. Spidey 3 was a masterpiece. I can't say it was a masterpiece. I can't wholeheartedly say it was a masterpiece. Pinnacle of Similar. Ruff, come on. I know it's hard to understand sarcasm over the internet, but God, I hope you're being sarcastic. I really hope you're being sarcastic. Pinnacle of cinema. Pinnacle of cinema. Come on, man. There were elements of it was really good. It was just so rushed and so crammed and so much good. And Tobey Maguire he wasn't a bad Spider-Man. You see, I'm also not on the same fence that everyone that says that Spider-Man 2 was the amazing pinnacle of everything. Out of the original trilogy, my favourite Spider-Man film was the first one. because I actually think William Dafoe was amazing as the Green Goblin. I thought he did a fantastic job as the Green Goblin, and I thought he introduced it well and everything. I actually thought the original Spider-Man film was the best. Is that another Shadow Madness? Is that another Shadow Madness? Choose an enemy at the start of your turn, gain control of it. Okay, that sucks a little bit. I can't crash it into anything, but okay. But I can pry out 2 taunts. This is fine. It's not brilliant. If he crashes it into the Tar Creeper, that's fine. The Tar Creeper dies, but I'm probably going to kill him next turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, yes. So, I do like, actually, I like, of all the 6 Spider-Man films, I really do like Homecoming, because I do really do like Tom Holland. I am a little gutted. About the fact that we don't get to see any more Andrew Garfield, because I thought he was a really good Spider-Man. And I actually really liked Spider-Man 2. I thought Spider-Man 2 was actually really, really good. But a lot of critics disagree, so what are you going to do? Counting up lethal. So, 2 damage needs 4 damage. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is what we call lethal. Bam, bam, bam. Lethal exactly. Extra 100 duelist points for hitting 0 exactly. I never liked Spider-Man until they took Tobey and me on a complete emotional roller coaster with each movie more than the other. Yes. The roller coaster there. Tobey is the same, bruv. Come on. I liked Tobey. Like I said, when I saw the very first film, I was completely sold on him, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought the second one was good, and it did portray some of the stories as well. Okay, I'm not being a sarcastic prick. Thanks. I have mixed feelings, because the first one was so good as well. It's like, this is... The problem also for the era of the first Spider-Man film is that it was released in an era... I agree with most of your opinions, though. Thanks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We need a 2-drop. Badly. We need a 2-drop. So, all going until we get a 2-drop. Sun Cleric is no good unless we have another 2-drop. So, those are not 2-drops. Those are not 2-drops. But Lone Champion after a ping might be good. We'll have to see. 2-drop, please. You know, when the original Spider-Man came out, I think 2001, 2003, 2001, 2003. I think it's 2001. I might be wrong. I'll have to Google it. It was so good. It was the new superhero movie. We'd only just had X-Men, which was pretty good as well. And it started the whole genre. And people were like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. We actually really like this film. I really like it. We're going to go bump. And do we go stats or... Actually, do you know what? We're going to go this because I'm probably going to play Leyline next turn. It means I get an extra free discounted card from it. Oh, and that's not a bad card to get discounted because that's equivalently 3 mana deal 8, which is pretty good. So it was great for its time, and it worked really well. And actually, I think they did a decent job of it. I really do think they did. So, though I might be playing the Stegodon now and getting more value from my Leyline. So I'm getting so much value. It's already 0 cost. Ooh, talk about value. Sound bells. That's pretty bad. Though I'm going to silence it, so hey-ho. Yeah, because at least it drops back down. It doesn't lose its health, which is annoying. But now, do I go overboard with value? I rewatched it recently and can tell you they still didn't get the superhero movie formula. It's kind of all over the place. 2002 was my first big film working in a cinema. Yeah, okay. You're right, actually. I haven't actually rewatched them for a very long time. So I couldn't actually comment. We're going to do this for stats. I couldn't actually comment on how it holds up these days. Mainly for me, it's all about the nostalgia. So, evasion. Not terrible, but yeah. Dutchy, hello! Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh, that was mean. Well, at least I can do that to you. Give you a minion at the end of the turn, game +1/1. Oh, I really wish I had that Blooming Silence back again. So, yeah, I'm yet to go back to see how it checks out Ooh, Shifting Scrolls. Deck of Wonders. Oh, sorry, Kareem mistake. No, it's fine. I don't mind. Feel free. I apologise, though. I generally only speak English, so I don't mind. So, but I mean, it's unfair to compare it with the Superhero Movie Factory. They got Spidey kind of P. I Need It. Yeah, you're right. And this is the thing. For its time, it was actually really, really good. You know, I think I am going to Crushing Hands this. I think you are getting destroyed. I think you are getting destroyed. Play this. And I think I'm just going to play the Evasion because I can. So, the modern format at least. Yeah, we're very much in a particular place right now with superhero films about, you know, we got a big villain, we got a big actions, you know, the set pieces in the original Spider-Man were good, but they're going to be nothing compared to the kind of set pieces that we have these days. So, I don't really want Simulacron. I really don't. But I do want to get rid of this dude. So, I'm not really going to play anything else. So I might as well trade and ping. I might as well hymns whilst I'm here, because I can. So, yeah, I don't think we're like, oh, Warpath is a good one. I don't think it shouldn't be compared in the same sense of, oh, how good is it versus how good this one is, and how good is it versus how good this one is. But I do think it deserves some credit from how much it revolutionised, how much it brought it forward. So, ooh, free Spellstone. Okay. Well, in which case, we're going to play the Mana Worm. We'll get free spell. Ooh, Frost Nova. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right. None of these are really dying, so what's the point of playing the Geist? So we'll just play the Ogre. Unless he suddenly comes out with like a quality Consecrate or anything like that. I tell you what, this Cavern Dreamer is really putting the work in. I'm getting some good stuff. Mirror Image, another good one. Really another good one. So, and I'm getting on board. I've got big dudes on board. I'm doing quite well. Speaking of big dudes, that's a big dude. But he does need to die, so. Indeed, watching as a team blew my mind, yeah. And this is the thing. We all realise that, oh my god, it was so good. It did this, but maybe it didn't really. Maybe we all just a little bit taken in. Nostalgic Goods Times is off the charts with that one. Yeah. I think we're going to Geist, because we're going to trade in one. We're going to trade in two. This guy is really giving me some value, and I actually really, really appreciate it. So I'm actually going to... Sounds weird, I know, but I'm actually going to trade in the Mana Worm. And I'll play the Igneous, and we go face. Wah, 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 wah. Sure, okay, yeah. Wah, 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 wah. I agree. Yeah. In fact, you think back to some of the others, because I remember... Oh, that sucks. Oh, that one sucks big time. Oh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. I mean, that one hurt me to my core. Let's see what Bonfire gives me. Cavern Dreamer. Another Cavern Dreamer. Woo! Doing well here. If we go ping. Trade. Cavern Dreamer. Elemental. I'm going to save the Inner Rage because I can set up lethal next turn with it. So, as good as that would be to get rid of. Actually, no. I think I've got pretty much it anyway, so. Guardians and Black Panther have started and reinvented this. Guardians and Black Panther have started to reinvent the samey format a bit. Agree Spidey was good for being the first one. Yeah, it has. You see, I could be really controversial here because I wasn't overly keen on Black Panther. I thought it was good and it was solid. Discover a spell, reduce its cost by 5 and then do something broken, I'm sure. I thought it was good. I thought Chadwick Boseman was amazing. In fact, the whole cast in general was amazing. It was like really, really, really good. Have I got lethal? 5, 6, 7. I do have lethal. do have lethal. Because of the Shiv! Shiv! Lethal! Yeah! So, I thought it was really good, and I'm not saying it was bad because it wasn't big and explosive and had a million characters in, like Avengers 3. And it told a nice story. I just don't think... I just don't think it quite deserved the hype. I mean, it's been something like, what is it, the 4th highest grossing film ever made? I can't remember what it is. It's around that. It might be like 6th, it might be 8th, but it's certainly up there. It's made billions. I think a couple of billion it's made at the box office and stuff. So, and like I said, it was a great film. I really enjoyed it. Great addition to the Marvel Universe. Really, really, really pleased with that. But it just felt like a bog standard film. So Black Panther was removed me by being on the hype train for all the wrong reasons. And I tried to be biased and go in with no expectations. But come on. Do you know what, mate? That is exactly what happened to me. Because I didn't watch it till it came out on DVD. So I didn't go to see it at the cinema. So I had 3 or 4 months worth of, duh, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this, go, it's the best movie. Oh my god, it has revolutionized cinema. Dun 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 dun. It was a classic Marvel movie, nothing special. Do you know what, mate? You and me could sit down and have some proper chats about these films because we seem to have literally the same ideas and the same taste for how this goes. Because I agree, I was exactly the same. I didn't think that it did anything super special. It was a good, solid film, added to the Marvel Universe, progressed the story, did well, I really pleased it. The Guardians wrecked it, though, was refreshing. I do love Guardians. I mean, the first Guardians obviously very revolutionary from the standpoint of this is a funny superhero film. Because actually, and here you go, here's the real test for you to see whether we're going to be two that get ons. You have to tell me what you thought of Thor Ragnarok. Because I thought Thor Ragnarok was amazing. It was brilliant. Because it was a comedy. It wasn't trying to be dark. It wasn't trying to be edgy. It wasn't trying to be thinking things through or futuristic or any of those kind of things. It was just, we're going to be funny. We want to be as funny and quirky and wacky as we can. That's what we want to be. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought, well done you. And they pulled it off really well. Please reveal Pyroblast. Please reveal Pyroblast. Oh, I had Rethron especially out from the past. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was so funny. Couldn't get over how funny it was. So, Thor is the best superhero. Say, some people disagree. But it's hard to agree with some people who think that Thor is the best superhero. Right, back to Alistair for a second. Right, the best play I think is still Leyline Manipulator. Doctor Strange, I do love Doctor Strange as well. Yes, Doctor Strange was funny, but it wasn't an outright comedy. It was funny in the way that Iron Man has been funny, and other things have had other funny moments. Thor literally was a comedy. It had more funny moments than anything else. So, I don't think you could categorize it as anything else but funny. I probably should have popped the shield on this, but oh well. I'm going to draw the card now because why not? This isn't good. I'm starting to lose the board, which isn't good. This is hopeful, but I'm starting to lose the board. Oh, Power of a Shield is really good as well. So, and I do like Doctor Strange, and I'm so glad. When it was like 3 years ago when they rumoured what was going on with Doctor Strange, I was kind of like, I hope they get it. They had all these rumours of these different characters, of these different actors, and Cumberbatch was up for it, and I was like, please pick Cumberbatch. He is so good. So good. Please pick him. And I was so pleased they did. I was so pleased, and he nails it. He nails it in his own movie. He nails it in Avengers. I'm so pleased. Couldn't not think of a better choice. Right, the natural play here is to actually go for the Bonfire Elemental, but I actually don't think it is. I think actually the genuine play is to go for Stegodon. Trade here. That wasn't a trade. You fucked up, hero. Shit. You fucked up. Iron Man is overhyped. You take that back. No. The first Iron Man, again, the first Iron Man was great because it kicked it all off. It kicked off the whole Marvel thing. It didn't invent the superhero genre, but I have the unpopular opinion on Ragnarok, so I want to start off by saying, yes, I enjoyed it more than the Avengers, but I felt some characters were rushed in the sense that they were not highlighted in a proper way compared with the importance in the Thor franchise. I don't overly know the Thor franchise very well. Spider-Man's always been my jam, and certainly that's the only comic series I've ever read. I've read a bit of X-Men, so I'm a little bit versed on that. But generally my jam was was Spider-Man growing up. So I don't actually know as much about Thor. I do agree that some character like Hela was like, oh, suddenly here's your sister, by the way. This happens. It was a shame they didn't do more with Anthony Hopkins because he was fantastic and he portrayed it so well. Obviously, Loki got plenty of screen time. I was very pleased about that. The biggest problem I had with Thor Ragnarok, and this isn't technically the film's fault, this is just the industry and the things that we live in, is that I was so annoyed that I knew the champion was Hulk. Because it was all over the press, it was all over everything, we all knew it was Hulk. And the most epic scene with his power spike, Thundery, was dry with the old classic hint and mashing it. Yeah, it was, and that was a shame that it couldn't have been more of a pumped thing than it should have been. But I think I need to ping this shield, because if he's going to trade, it's going to suck. I mean, I wanted that scene, I just felt it wasn't delivered right. Yeah, I get coming down on the strike and him coming down. The music was great. I did like the music was a good choice. I thought that was done very, very well. I think I'm going to go with Shattered Sun Cleric here, and then a taunt. And that's what I've got to go for. Yeah, which was really cool. But the problem was, is because we knew it was Thor before, I'm going to go, oh, I've got this champion. Oh, it's never been defeated. So when he came, it was like, and he came bursting out. It was like, yeah, I knew it was Hulk. I knew that 3 months ago. I knew that 6 months ago. So, big whoop. Big whoop. Of course it's Hulk. I knew that. I wanted it to be that when you saw the green mist in the crowd, that you were like, is this Hulk? It's green. Is this Hulk? I wanted it to be that, and you can't have it because the stuff is too much. It's too hyped up. So, just my view on it. I can't put my finger on exactly why, but I'm just nitpicking at this point. Well, there's nothing wrong with nitpicking. At the end of the day, it's how you feel about it. I agree with the whole thing completely. Yeah, it was unfortunate. So we've really got into this. I don't think I've played this Hearthstone game the best I could have. Unfortunately, I also do think I've lost because I have no way to kill this one, and that there is... I'm technically not dead. So if I ping here, I can't play you to get out. So I can play the Mana Worm. Destroy minion with one last attack. Oh, I have to play that. No, I'll play this. And I'll play Sun Cleric and hopefully bait him into killing this. Enjoyed the movie more than average, so 7 out of 10. Yeah, I agree that. I personally give it high just because I liked the comedy touch in it. Because I went in always going, well, this is clearly a comedy film. This is clearly trying to be funny. This knows it's being funny. They know they're being funny. There are a couple of scenes where Loki is just one step away of just looking at the camera, just go, yeah, Thor, we should do this. It's literally one step away from doing that. You know, how self-aware the film is that it's a comedy. The biggest problem is he's looking for lethal. He did that to try and basically find some damage because he's one damage off lethal. So I have no idea how I'm supposed to come back from this. Absolutely no idea. So the problem is with the Marvel films that have been happening recently is like one does quite well, so they now have to top it, and then they have to top that, and they have to top that. The only bonus they have at the moment is the MCU has more money than Jesus right now, so they can do whatever they want. There's no limit. Boring if we all agreed. Yes, it would be boring if we all agreed. It is nice that we do have some opinions, like, I don't know, Thor being the best. I don't know what you want about that, but whatever. Sorry, that's a very popular opinion amongst some women I used to know, and still do know, and they just like, oh, Thor with his long hair and his blonde. So, what's your opinion on Infinity War? Right, okay, let's heads up. Spoilers. I'm assuming spoilers. If you don't want to know about Infinity War spoilers, this is your spoiler warning, as they say on How It Should Have Ended. This is your spoiler warning. Turn around now. Spoiler warning. Right, I'm glad we cleared that up. I actually really liked it. I did not see the ending coming in the slightest. I did not see it coming. The film finished and I went, what? The bad guys won. The bad guys won. The bad guys won. I'm quitting here because I can't kill him. 2 damage, 3, 4, 7 is 11, 2. I mean, that's flare. And that's I can't even draw Pyroblast. Yeah, I'm finished. So I actually liked that. As an ending, I liked that. And it was the whole shock experience. No, I just liked it. Because you sit the entire film going, right, so when are you going to fix it? So when's Iron Man going to turn around and fix it? Okay. All right. Is Spider-Man going to come in and fit? Okay, well, when's he going to come in? Oh, Captain America's here. He's grabbed a fist. He's going to throw it over and take the glove. Oh, they killed him. Oh, and they killed thing. Oh, he's rewound time. And how are they going to... Oh, no. They didn't stop him. He clicked his fingers. And he killed them. Oh. Excellent. Wow. They did something that mattered. Now, obviously, I am in the camp of they're going to pull a rewind and undo all these characters. Between the obvious fact that Spider-Man has got another film, the Guardians have got another film deal and all that lot, outside of the massive obvious deal that is that, I also believe that it just wouldn't sit right if they literally had kicked on. And they left the original 5, and it's just like, it's obvious. Doctor Strange, no, I won't let you. No, we must never have the Time Stone, no matter what. Oh no, Tony might get hurt, here, have the Time Stone. Oh, it's the only way. It's the only way. It had to be this way. Yeah, of course he's got a plan. I know there's a gazillion YouTubes out there. I like the fact that shows that they're not all completely invincible and they do occasionally fail. Well, this is the point. And this is why I like the film, because when I reflected on it, I haven't been lucky enough to go and see it twice. I've only had the chance to go see it once. But when I have sat back and reflected on it, I've thought to myself, it was actually a film about Thanos. It's called Avengers, and they're doing all their cool stuff and everything, and that's great. And they've all got their own little mini stories and things that you follow on, and there's a little bit of development with some of them. There's a little bit of development with Iron Man, a little bit of a development with Star-Lord and Strange and Thor, and there's a little bit of development with some of them in various places. But it is essentially a film about Thanos. So I enjoyed the movie so much. The ending was proper. The one single issue I have is that they're obviously setting up Star-Lord for a big redemption, since they kind of forced him to make it look like he fucked this one up. Yeah, and that's the thing. And you got like Guardian of the Galaxy's Volume 3 is going to come out, and you know we'll probably see the repercussions of that come out somehow. You know, between Gamora dying and again dying, I think she's gotten the Soul Stone. I do believe again. I believe the original lore of the comics that they've probably all gone inside the Soul Stone. That is where all these people have gone. And you see the fact that that very quick shot that the Infinity Gauntlet had broken, so that if they manage to undo this, he can't redo it because the Infinity Gauntlet is broken. And we've got to go see where the Infinity Gauntlet is, and they're going to maybe have smashed the furnace with the dwarves. I thought that was brilliant. That one I did not see coming. It is no story related. It's nothing. I just thought it was genius. They went to go and visit the dwarves, and who do they have playing the dwarves? Dinklage. I thought that was genius. I didn't know he was in the MCU. I didn't read anything around that. Obviously, because of with the spoilers, people are like, oh, you really don't want to watch it. Spoilers. So I tried to stay as much away from it as possible. Cast lists, everything. Oh, they had a dwarf, and it was Dinklage. And the fact the dwarf was huge, you're like, oh, it's a huge dwarf. Is that a joke? No, they've got Dinklage to do it. That's brilliant, that is. I laughed so hard when I saw that in the cinema. I mean, I can understand the strong emotions, but you have the whole universe on the line, and he isn't a 15-year-old and just got dumped by his first girlfriend, reacted in such a way. Yeah, you're right. It was like, you killed her. Oh, well, then I must. Yeah, like punching him and completely ruining everything is going to make her come back. Because do you know what might make her come back? I don't know. Stealing the Infinity Gauntlet. Using the stones yourself. Probably could find a good way to make that. Ooh, pop the Time Stone in. Oh, look at that. Don't need the Mind Stone. Don't need the Mind Stone to make that happen. Got the Soul Stone. Probably good enough. Probably could make that reverse that happen. Anyway, so yeah, logic is whatever. So I like the set pieces. Like, I felt really pumped with the Captain America scene when Vision and Scarlet Witch are being trounced, and then Captain America shows up, and we have the theme that we didn't have. That's what annoyed me most about the second Avengers film. No theme. The iconic theme where they spin around all the characters, and it wasn't there. So annoyed it wasn't there in the second film. So they had that when Captain America steps out, and we have the dun 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 dun, and it comes out, and it's really, really good. I respect it if you shot him in the face with a blaster and Thanos was unscathed and dropped him like a fan. Yeah, because that also would have been more realistic. So I did like that. But hitting him in a tantrum, what he did, like, what did he expect? Exactly. So it's stupid. So to smash a Titan skull, yeah, that's never gonna work. But also, actually, I've heard an argument that obviously it's clearly not the end because of that. You know, in the very first Avengers film, when we had the original 5, they're in New York, and you do that pan around shot of them all doing things. And then in Age of Ultron, we had the same with them all. We had Vision flying in and out, and Hulk doing things and stuff. So again, that was clearly, you know, that iconic moment, and that hasn't happened yet. And if you look at the size, oh my god, the size of what the cast is going to be for Avengers 4. Jesus, if Barton and Ant-Man and Wasp and Captain Marvel and any of the other dropouts who weren't in this one come back, oh, it's going to make lots of fun. Now, I do get that Phase 4 is going to be very different, and these are all going to drop off. And that's why I thought, okay, you've left the original Avengers. They're all still in it, because even though we didn't see Barton, there's a good chance he's still around, so that you can have the original 5 Avengers. And this is going to be their, you know, swan song. This is going to be their way to say goodbye. We are done. We are handing over to the new generation. Which I think is fine. You know, they've been doing it 10 years now. They want to move on. Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth have both come out and said they want to do new things. They don't want to be Thor and Captain America forever. And that's fine. You don't want to be typecast for the next 20 years of your life. They want to go and do new things. So I don't blame them for that. They've had a really good run. They've made some really incredible films. Made a lot of people really happy. And yeah, I was a bit tight at the scene that just disappointed the setup for the second one. It was so obvious. Yeah, exactly. It's just a complete setup for the second one. But the one thing that they have done, which is the best thing this entire MCU has done for people like me who grew up reading Spider-Man and enjoying Spider-Man and all the other Marvel heroes and some DC, dabbling a bit of DC as well. The one thing they've done for me is they have made superheroes, I wouldn't say like the height of cool, but they have made superheroes accepted. They are just accepted in common life. That is just what they do now. Adults go and see the films. If you say, oh, I went to the cinema. Oh, what did you go to see? Oh, I went to go see Avengers. Oh, was it any good? Yeah, I quite liked it. Literally the same now as any blockbuster film. And that is brilliant. For someone like me who, when I was in high school in the early 2000s, like early 2000s, I didn't dream of telling people that I liked Spider-Man. I didn't want my head flushed down the toilet. I didn't tell people that I liked Spider-Man. Just, no, didn't happen. I didn't even even when I went to uni when I was like 18, didn't overly tell people. Found some more enlightened people and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, generally that. Truly, I don't get the Marvel hating me. No, I don't get it either. Who cares? Who cares? I am not a sports fan. I am really not in any shape or form. I suppose I better play some Hearthstone. I'm just going to have a big Marvel rant. I should just be on the IRL channel, just ranting about Marvel. So, I'm going to play some Recruit. I've been enjoying this Recruit Hunter deck, so I'm going to play a bit of this. The movies are entertaining as fuck. You are right. And do you know what? They're just good, solid fun. Of all my top favourite films of all times, it's a bit of a harder list for me to do than games. My top 10 favourite games of all time is a lot easier. I talked about that on Saturday's stream and whatever, but my top 10 favourite films of all time, several different ones in there. Some poignant and interesting, some not so poignant and interesting. What am I running for against a Warlock? The chances of it being Zoo is pretty slim, so let's play that. I don't go and expect to get my mind blown. No, exactly, and that's the point. They are good, solid films, which are just good fun to watch. You just go, enjoy some characters doing some fun stuff, some set pieces and stuff. It's just good fun. It's just enjoyable. Expect to have fun, and dang it, they pull it off every time. They do indeed. Well done, sir. They do indeed. So, and I just want to watch them. And so one of my top 10 favourite films of all times is the first Avengers film for two reasons. Three reasons technically. Number one, easy film because it's Marvel. Because they're Marvel films and they're good fun and I enjoy them because it's one of the pinnacle of the Marvel films. Really, really good. Really like that. Second reason I enjoy it's one of my top favourite films of all time is because it is just good fun. It's got some great one-liners. It's a little bit like the tiniest amount of cheese, but it's really good. But even that line there, you want to know my secret? I'm always angry. It's just like I watch that, you just go, yeah, that feels good. That is really, really good. That is, and it just feels good. You just like it. I really like it. And Spider-Man's my favourite since it was one of the first ones I remember from childhood. That would also be on the list for other reasons, but I don't know if I can make it as... because I haven't watched it for ages. But the third reason, Marvel film, because it's Marvel, it's amazing, love it. Second, because it's just damn good fun. I just watch it. It's almost like comfort food. It's just damn good it is. Yeah. Other reason is that, do you know what? It's incredible that they pulled it off. When we first got Iron Man, like 5 years, 2007, 5 years. Oh, this is going to trigger explosive and then freezing, which sucks. But it gives me charge on my bow, which is nice, I suppose. First fish ever game I had on the PS1, and his powers are just so flexible and good fun. Oh, it is. I'll come on to Spider-Man in a minute. But they pulled it off. When Samuel Jackson appeared at the end of that trailer with a whole... I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. Do you know you get the Golden Pack? Do you know what time the Golden Pack comes out in the UK? It's the 13th, so it's tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow. I don't know when. Normally things get triggered. When's the Golden Pack come out in the UK? It's on the 13th. If they're trying to go by American times, things normally roll around, like we get Tavern Brawl at 9 o'clock at night in the UK, but I personally would probably come in at about 5. I would say that's probably more realistic of when it's going to happen. However, I don't know, I checked throughout the day. It might be first thing. It might be when you get your dailies first thing in the morning. I don't know. They're a little inconsistent with their timings. Because like I said, it might be 9 o'clock at night because they might be, right, let's give it to America first. But then Witchwood had had a global release time. So the UK got it at the same time as all the other places. So I don't know. But it is on the 13th, which is tomorrow. So I now raise your 2 guns while watching a Marvel movie. Thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it, man. Cheers. That's really, really appreciate the follow. Thank you. Welcome. But yeah, they pulled it off. You know, everybody for so long was like, oh, they're never going to do it. They're never going to be able to. I think, do I want freezing? Do I want Rexar? I really do want Rexar. I really do want Rexar. And like this has got to happen, and this has got to happen. But I really do. Oh, now I've done that, so I really want to play freezing. So freezing, play wandering, and hero power. There we go. They're just too fun when not to take in real life death with a life or death seriousness. No, yeah, I agree. But for me personally, I'm like, do you know what? I actually look at all this chatter. Do you need a professional modder to mod? You can't. Well, normally, yes, I would definitely say that I need a professional modder to mod. Thank you again. Thank you thank you Morris Odd, and thank you Pennywise for the follow. I really do appreciate it, man. Trying to build up the followers, and the chat's great. No, don't worry. I have the sword by name. Yes, Laps, you are a modder, but you don't have to modder because we're having a great chat in here. It's really good. I'm having I don't know about everybody else, but I'm having a brilliant time having a chat about this. I'm having a good old chat about Marvel movies and things like that. So yeah, I couldn't believe the fact that they actually managed to pull it off. They got Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, just everybody's in there, and it was so good that they actually managed to pull it off. Greetings and salutations. I know I was listening. Oh, thank you. I do say that if you want to just have me on, you know, I don't mind if you want to just stick me on mute or whatever. I really don't mind. Oh, where were you a minute ago when I was playing all my spellstones? Do you know what, actually? We're just going to play this. We're going to play the spellstone. And we're going to go face. Because hopefully he doesn't have Hellfire and kill us. So, yeah, I can't knock the Avengers film. And it's another good one that, like, and why it's in the top 10 list is because I just watch it all the time. I just, you know, at least once, easily once a year, if not once every 6 months. So, because it's just good fun. I just love it. So, I assume you're going to Hellfire now. The only good thing for this is that I'm getting charges on my bow, which is what I really want. And then I'm about to play my Value King. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. You going to tap? You going to tap? Yes? No? Maybe so. Oh! Okay. I feel you, man. Yeah. Yeah, so... What am I playing? Witchwood Grizzly? Okay, then that's fine. I mean, I really just want to kill you. I don't really want to play this until you play Gul'dan, but... Katharina, the chance of hitting a Charged Devilsaur and getting lethal... Could not play it. What is that? You're going to Siphon Katharina? Oh no, you're going to Spellstone. I don't have lethal anymore, which is a shame. But if I don't want a tracking, because if I hit one of my big ones, I do not want to do that. So I want a Katharina. There we go. And then, do we hero power and go face? We're flanking strike, don't we? And hero power. I don't think that's quite lethal. Oh, it is lethal. Always counter lethal. Yes, always counter lethal. It's always a good thing to counter lethal. I didn't counter lethal. So interested in chat. So glad that somebody chose your bike that night, and I can have a proper chat about it and all the good time movies. Do you know what? I'll do that more often. I'll wear more superhero tops more often to let people know. I do love this top because also, best thing about this top, I'll show you on the sleeve. I used to do it because I used to go to the gym in it because it's that kind of thin material. So I would wear it to go to the gym. I tell you what, next time I'm on, I'll wear my Iron Man top because I also have an Iron Man one. So, the only thing I thought about this one, which would have been cool if I had bought it when I thought about buying it, was to have had it with long sleeves to go all the way down. My Iron Man top is short sleeve because it's not Iron Man like the red one. It's actually like sort of the dark grey with the arc reactor in the middle. I mean, it doesn't look super brilliant. This one looks a lot better in my opinion. But it also has the arc reactor, so it's kind of like the top, like when Robert Downey Jr. in the first one, like when he's wearing the t-shirt before he puts the Iron Man armor on, and it's got the arc reactor there, and it kind of looks a little bit more like that, which is quite cool. And I thought, well, I've got that short sleeve, but I'm at the gym, so I need another short sleeve one, so I'll do that one. But when I got it and I wore it, I was like, maybe I should have had it in long sleeve. It would have been a cool effect to have it in long sleeve. So. You mean the Iron Man top you're going to give me because it's my birthday? You really don't want it. It has seen a lot of trips to the gym. You really don't want it. You really, really don't. Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to keep Rexar, because if it's Shadowhawk, Rexar will be good. And if it's even, then the hero power would actually be really, really good as well. Oh, got a coin. That's nice. What do you think of the DC Universe and the movies? Bummer her. Yeah, I know. I've still got Justice League. I bought Justice League like months ago. Months and months ago. Still haven't bought it. So it's just a case of still haven't bought it. Still haven't watched it because I can't bring myself to watch it. I watched Batman vs Superman. Again, I waited till it was on offer. Got it nice and cheap. I feel like they're acting like Marvel's younger brother with Identity Crisis. Yes! Do you know what? That is a good way of putting it. Absolutely, because they're just like, oh, we're going to be dark and edgy, like the Black Knight, like the Dark Knight trilogy, because that was good. People love that. I'm Batman, and they want to be dark, and they want to be edgy. But then Man of Steel wasn't. You see, I quite liked Man of Steel. I thought Man of Steel was actually really, really good. Come on, give me some good. Give me something good. Roll in a good one. Oh, high roll. It is incredible. Other. Kind of doing their thing, but trying to mix up the Marvel formula. Yeah. So when I watched Batman vs Superman, I did kind of the opposite of like Black Panther. I went in with such low expectations. I heard the film was bad. I heard all the problems with it. Angel, who Laps knows, told me. He told me just one day he went out to go to the cinema with some people to go see the cinema, and I said, "Oh, what'd you go see?" And he went, "Batman vs Superman," and I went, "How was it?" And he went, "I'd rather spend 3 hours watching paint dry." I was like, "Jeez, that's bad. That must be really, really bad," because he's not an overly negative guy. But my goodness, that's bad. I want the Stitch Tracker because I want something to do this turn. And I can always coin out someone else next turn. DC are better at the TV series. Yes, I do agree with that. I want Kathrena. Generally, they are. I used to watch Arrow. I got to about season 4 before my daughter was born. And then, like, time just evaporated after that. There's, like no time after that. I don't want to coin Rex, so I want to coin Kathrena. So, we can Flanking Strike and kill. Someone got still, so it's pretty good. And I loved it. I loved Arrow. I thought it was really good. Deathstroke in season 2 was, so good. Really good villain. Really, really liked how it turned out. And then I watched the first season of Flash. Flash was really good. By the way, since you just like the Hulk reveal, what do you say about the Batman v Superman? What do you say about the Batman vs Superman trailer? Oh, about the fact that they literally spoiled everything in the entire film. He calls me Laps, by the way, because of my PSN ID. We play a lot of D2 together. Yes, you do. Sorry. Yes, 0 Minutes, one of my mods, her name is Laps on PSN. So, Lapsipa. And I've known her for over a year now, and it's like near impossible for me not to call her Laps anymore. So when I say Laps, I mean 0 Minutes. So, I felt like I watched the whole movie. Yeah, you're right. They just showed too much. Like literally, it was far too much. I think we Rexar. And we kill this. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, it's just like, the worst part is the build up to it was like, and I have zero zeros just to go see it after the trailer. Yeah, exactly. The problem was it was like, we're going to spend an hour justifying why it's Batman v Superman. I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? You don't need to come up with some stupid, contrived reason for it. We coin Kathrena. Charge Devilsaur. Nice. I think we just all go face. It's all about the face, about the face, about the face. And I just think, what's the point? They've revealed you're absolutely right, since they revealed literally the whole plot. Because a lot of people said, but what about, Doomsday? I'm pretty sure it's Doomsday. The big thing. Again, my DC is a lot less. Because I know it's not Darkseid. Because, like, oh, God, if they'd revealed Darkseid, I'd have been like, oh, God, please stop wasting. Darkseid is one of the great DC villains. Please do not waste him on something as trivial as this. Great, I got another one. Oh, I can't King Crush next turn for lethal. Oh, actually, I couldn't King Crush anyway. But anyway. I could really do with that, the play deads right now, because that would be virtually lethal. Yeah, and it just, for me personally, I was just like, no, this doesn't make any sense. The Wonder Woman intro was great. And actually, I have watched Wonder Woman. And again, I thought Wonder Woman was a good, solid film. Not trying to do anything stupid. Not trying to do anything ridiculous. I think a good, solid film. Ooh, we're just going to play a big minion. Rush, I could play... Oh, I can't play 2 of them. But I can already get Wind Fury, which is pretty amazing. So we go here. And we go freezing. And we go face. Already got Wind Fury. Don't need to adapt to it. It would have been better if Batman was like, that dude is OP. It just goes bananas. I can't make a plan to stop him. I better strike first and put him under control. Yeah, stop it. So better strike first and put him under control. Yeah. Or, I don't know what happened near the end. Talk to each other! You're both supposed to be heroes. You don't attack first. That's what villains do. You're heroes. You negotiate first. That's a solid bad good thing, and it's better than yeah, Luthor. And that's the problem. It's just kind of like, seriously, dudes, like, oh my goodness, whatever. I was so over it. I have lethal in the most disgusting and gross way. I mean, I have lethal in a ridiculously gross way anyway, but stealth. And then we go here. And then we go cube. And then we go play dead. And then we get 2 more. I'm like, it's the most disgusting way. So, yeah, for me personally, I was just like, whatever, I don't care about this. I didn't even think the Lex Luthor was good. Between Darkseid and Lex Luthor, they're like the really pinnacles. Because that Lex Luthor came across as a little like he'd lost it. The whole point of Lex Luthor is that he's one of the most intelligent creatures in the universe. He has this higher brain functions, which is unparalleled. When he goes and gets the anti-life equation to stop Darkseid, he actually is able to handle it because of how talented and how good he is, how his intellect. This is a really good hand apart from King Crush. And he's just like, you've got to do this now. You've got to do this now. And I'm like, you're stupid. You don't come off as in control and like completely cold and calculating. You know, if he was like, and I've done this, and there's nothing you can do about it. You are going to go and do what I say you're going to go do. Go. I'd have a little bit more respect. I'd have a little bit more like, oh gosh, this guy's hardcore. All right, yeah, okay. With this. The hair, not fussed about the hair. That's fine. Just different look. It's fine. I can live with that. But and we're gonna go. Here's in. I played explosive, didn't I? I said freezing, but I meant explosive. I played explosive. And that would have been great for me. I would have really, really loved that. So on point, bruv. Do you know what? You and me, I'm going to take a guess, unless you are in the UK. We could go out for a beer and talk about this all day, I reckon, because I think we've got exactly the same opinions of this. There's a couple of people who say that Thor is better. Whatever. Yeah. Well, yeah, Misha's good. Which is relevant, I suppose. So I can maybe, you know, see a little bit. Man of Steel was good. That is the biggest issue I have, is they had something good with Man of Steel and they chose to squander it on something else, and I'm just like, whatever. So I'm from Siberia. I'm from Serbia. Feels bad. Okay, yeah, that's a shit. That's a little bit far. I mean, it's European, but that is a little far for you to just come for a beer. So, but I appreciate the support. So, it would be nice, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to manage it anytime soon. I am going to hero power because I may coin out Rexar if his board starts to get a little bit nuts. Level ups, etc., etc. So, well, have a beer or a beverage or something that you're interested in on me. I would. My water's up there, and I can't be bothered to reach it because I'm going to have to end the stream pretty soon. So, I can't be bothered to reach it. So. Why did he kill off his... Oh, I suppose 2/2s, that makes sense. Oh! Well, that definitely kills that one, which is good. And then he's going to have to use his hammer. Yeah. Do I want to coin Rexar? No, I think I want to just play my Spell Stone. I just want to play my Spell Stone. Because if he upgrades them, he upgrades them. Oh, that's nasty. That's really nasty. I want to get my walls. So... I think this is a tough matchup. Outside of me getting Kathrena into a big Witchwood Grizzly, I'm honoured by the invite and would indeed be nerd-fueled fun at times. Oh, it'd be so good. Oh, we'd have brilliant fun. We'd have great fun. Oh, I'm getting owned here though. I'm getting so owned because he's going to trade away his cheap dudes. He's going to go face. The only thing I've got going for me here is. I'm going to be able to trade into the creepers once a Rexar. So I'm at least going to be able to kill his board. I got to bounce now, but when I'm in tune, I'll see you online. That'd be fantastic, man. Anytime you're around, come back and check out the stream. Play a variety of games, but anytime you'd be more than welcome. Happily talk superheroes any day of the week. Cheers, man. Thanks very much for coming out. Yeah, you're right. We have a lot to cover, my friend. A lot to cover, so... always take care, always welcome, man. Appreciate it. Myself, I'm going to end the stream pretty soon. Wow! I didn't expect that. Dude, you're Paladin. Just reload the board again. I mean, I had some decent stuff coming up, but not much. Hey, got rank 15. Oh, cheers. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to bounce myself pretty soon, too. I have in the UK as a school teacher. It is coming up on report time, which means we have to write reports. The one thing I was gonna do was I was going to have Luke at that's the bundle for. Yeah, I don't need packs. I don't want to spend that. No, heroes. I was going to treat myself to. This. Nice to meet you. You'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 PM, and same time on the weekend raiding with me. Yes, I will be raiding with you at the weekend, lads. I think I'll be playing Horizon on Thursday. I started it on Saturday because things were a little bit quiet. and really enjoyed it. So I'm going to play a bit more Horizon on Thursday, and then hopefully Destiny at the weekend. So, preview. Oh, nice. Oh, and you get the card back. Yes, because Hunter is one of the ones I don't longer have a hero before. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going to have to blank Hearthstone just for a moment, solely because I don't want anybody stealing my money. Password? Invalid password. Waiting for authorization. Waiting for authorization. Waiting for authorization. Waiting for authorization. Purchase complete. Excellent. Hey! I have a Lyra. Nice. I don't want any cards, so we can go back from there. So we go to my collection. We'll play one more game with a Lyra. We go to heroes. Favorite. Oh, it's already favorited Hunter, so card back. A Lyra. Make favorite. So, because I had Tyrande, and when I was working towards my Golden Priest, so I'm now going to sort of work towards Hunter. I'm also going to work towards Mage and Shaman and a few things, but as you can tell, with the exception of Gul'dan, I don't have an MZ. I haven't been to a fireside yet, so I haven't had an MZ. I do have one locally in town. I just haven't had a chance to get to one yet and play a few games. But apart from that, I do have alternative heroes for all the other classes. So I've got Khadgar already. I've got for the Shaman, so I can work towards that. But I didn't have one for Hunter, and the only alternative one is this one. So I thought to myself, you know what, once I've got my Golden Priest and I start banging out some Hunter games, I will treat myself to the Hunter skin. I don't have the one for the Warrior as well, but I actually have stopped playing the Warrior. This is some advice that I would give to beginners, is certainly if you're a very beginner, certainly if you're a free-to-play beginner, so you're not really planning on spending any money on the game, my advice to you would be pick 2 or 3 classes that you want to play and then dust everything from the other classes. Like, literally just get rid of them, because the thing that you want most is you want to be able to build a few solid decks. You don't want to build just one. You don't want to go all in on one, because I feel that would really pigeonhole you down one route. You don't want to be just stuck with one deck, because if it gets nerfed or something bad happens with it, you're like, this sucks. This is why in my previous stream last week I recommended Odd Paladin, because it's reasonably cheap to make. The only legendary that is in it is Baku, and Baku is a neutral, so therefore is very good with lots of different decks. What am I looking for? Oh, I don't want to chuck Rexxar. But the Spell Slam could be very good. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I really do not want to chuck Rexxar. I'm going to take Rexxar because I do have another Spellstone. I do not have another Rexxar, and his hero power is relevant in the even matchup. So yeah, so pick 2 or 3 classes and just build one deck for each of those, using a hero, using using legendaries, using not legendaries. Paladin was a good one because you get Baku, which is the legendary, which is good in several decks. You can use it for Odd Rogue, you could use it for if you want to try Odd Priest or Odd Mage, which are little offbeat ones but pretty good, and obviously Odd Paladin. And then the neutrals for Odd Paladin, the cards that make it up, are generally pretty good, you know, across the board. They're pretty good cards. So, and you can use them in the deck, you know, Fungal Mancer, Stonehill Defender, Argent Squire. They're pretty good cards. You can use them in other decks. So, Deadly Shot. I don't want to play Deadly Shot. I'm going to play Stitched Tracker. I think I'm going to take a Witchwood Grizzly. I don't think Charged Devil's going to do anything. I haven't got anything to cube. To really go. I mean, I could cube Kathrena, but I don't think it's really going to. I think I'm going to take another Witchwood Grizzly. And then just focus on those cards, and then when you get cards for the other 6 classes, just dust them, get rid of them, use them to fuel those 3 classes. You need to pick carefully, because you want to pick classes that you think you're going to enjoy. You don't want to suddenly realise, oh my god, you say you've picked Paladin, Mage and Druid, you don't want to suddenly turn around and go, but I like Priest! But I like Priest! I want to play Priest! So it is a little tricky. But what I have done as a not a hardcore player. I don't have loads, but I've spent quite a bit. I've probably spent a fair few £100s on this game over the course of the 3 or 4 years I've been playing. But I do try, like now, I've spent money on, I bought the Witchwood pre-order. I haven't spent any money on it since then. Right. Oh, that's a low roll. That's a low roll. That's not a good one. That's really not a good one. So, I've chosen, I made the choice about 3-4 months ago, just before Witchwood came out actually, sort of like February, March kind of time. I made the decision that I am not going to play Warrior or Druid. Because I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't want to play Warrior Druid. I haven't played any, none of the decks have ever really interested me. I'm not really interested in any of them. But what I am interested in is all the other classes. There's always been a deck in all the other classes that I've been vaguely interested in. So why not? Why not? Okay, I will play them. This guy's playing around on my stuff. Oh, Josh, what the fuck is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll turn into a 3/6. Do you know what? It's good enough for now. And I'm not going to play them anymore, which is why I'm not going to play Warrior. I'm never going to play Warrior. So I don't feel the need to buy the Warrior portrait because I'm never going to play it. So why bother? Whereas Hunter, I've always had a soft spot for Hunter. I've never been a fan of the Smorky, go hit your face, meet hit face Hunter. I've never really been a fan of that. Smark. But I have always been a fan of like beast hunters and mid-range hunters, recruit hunters and stuff and things like that. You're trading in all the stuff that's not going to die to Rexxar. It's really mean. He's being really mean. Yeah, play Rexxar. Because what I'm going to do, bow and hero power? Really? Not really great. Heck, I'll play next turn. And then, yeah, I'm interested a bit in Shaman, I'm interested a bit in Warlock, I'm interested a bit in Mage. I'm dabbling with those ones a little bit. I've already got Priest and Paladin. I always think Druid and Warrior are my 2 lowest. I think Mage and... oh, that sucks. 1 and 3 a deadly shot. I also think that Mage and Shaman and Hunter might be my highest next win rates. I'll have a look when we finish this. I'm probably going to be losing this game anyway, because he's about to smack me for a lot of damage, and I have no idea what I'm going to draw that's going to make a difference. My hero power. It's the only minion on the battlefield. I mean, it'd be a 6-mana taunt, but I don't really want a 6-mana. I can't play a 6-mana taunt this turn. So I might as well play the Flipper Penguin. 7, so we can crash this in. Doesn't even kill it. 3-mana 5/4. Normally you go, oh well, that's really broken. But what am I going to get from Kathrana? Crush isn't going to be overly helpful. Actually, I want the other Witchwood Grizzly. That's what I want. Oh god. Oh. Oh. This sucks. First deck. First play with my new hero. And I get owned. Let's see, because you never know what I'm going to get. I never know what I'm going to get. Well, I know flanking straight isn't going to help. Like, Kathrana's not going to help in the slightest. I need something awesome for 6 mana. None of them are awesome. That's... Oh, do you know what? Early game. That's the dream. That's the dream. Look at that. That is the dream. Vicious Fledgling. 4 mana. 4/4 with charge. Vicious Fledgling. Alright, that is the dream. But hey, I had some good games there. I don't mind. And I've had some great chat tonight. I've really enjoyed myself tonight. It's been a great time chatting. I think it's been an exceptional stream. I'm really, really pleased with that. I've had some great fun. And I hope everybody else in chat has had a good time. I've got a few more followers tonight, which I'm really, really pleased about, because, yeah, I've hit my affiliate and got my subs. In fact, what is my sub count at the moment? 1 sub. Thank you, Angel. Really appreciate that. Trying to coax a few other people into subbing, mainly some family members who need to certainly get on the sub train. So, you know, really been pleased with that, and hoping that I can just keep growing, keep streaming some more. Like I said, over the holidays, come some holidays, I'm going to stream a bit more. Hopefully stream some solid Destiny. Hope to stream some God of War. Send Angel lends it to me. Please, Angel, lend it to me. If he does that, and then hopefully had a great night. It was lots of fun. Thank you. I really enjoyed it. I thought it's been a brilliant night. Oh, let me quickly check out my wins. So 124, 81. Not so much with the Rogue. 103, 106, 81. And I don't have the others. So actually, yeah, Hunter is my highest. So power through with the Hunter. So good night. So yeah. So thanks everyone again. I'll be back 7:30 on Thursday. Probably playing Horizon. And hopefully we'll have a great night. Destiny at the weekend. And hopefully more chat. I've really enjoyed it. So thanks very much, everyone. Take care. Peace out.